Hi guys, this is Carolina Varsity season 2015. We're going into week 9, and we have the battle for the MeCKa. This is Hough going up to Kannapolis to play A.L. Brown. I'm Dale Ross.
Now, Matt Marta Pet, man, we got a theme going. This is rivalry week, and every game is a battle. And we're battling at the top of the MeCKa conference here with two teams that have been very impressive so far. For Hough, your key offensive balance, and they did that very well in their win against Mallard Creek. Um, Games like this, you want to show something you haven't shown all season. Something you've been working on here, there in practice, maybe a trick play or something. This is about the time of the year you start seeing trick plays come out.
Yep.
Because your conference foes, they know you well, they know you inside out, you see each other every year. And you've already seen film on these guys when you're scouting other opponents.
Yep.
So they've got a good idea of what you run and what you do. So for Hough, I think in a game like this, you gotta do something a little different. For A.L. Brown, and they're probably the favorite coming into this.
Right.
They gotta rest up a little bit after 2 games in 1 week, and I think that fatigue showed a bit against J.M. Robinson. They won, but it was a closer game than a lot of people expected.
Right.
They're not a real deep team. Coach Newsom's already come out and said that, so it's going to be critical that they do well in their preparations this week. They got to get ready, but they don't want to burn themselves out.
Right.
They got to stop the Hough run game inside first and foremost. And they got to get quick pressure on Gibbs to disrupt his timing. When Gibbs has time to set up and throw the ball, he can dissect an offense very well. Hough doesn't have a lot of burners in their run game. They will put Osborne back in the backfield to kind of get some game breaker ability, but their strength is running the ball inside and getting first downs and controlling the ball, controlling the clock. That's what they do best.
Well, Hough on the defensive side, I think in this ball game is going to have to be a disciplined team because they're facing a well executing wing T offense. So Newsom's got that thing clicking. It looked really nice in that Vance game. Worked very well. So Hough is going to have to play very, very disciplined ball, not to get in trouble in that. Now, the interesting thing for me in that game was that I saw a good potential of pass out of Kannapolis in that game as well. So you got to watch out being lulled into playing that disciplined ball and keeping your eye on the backs and trying to keep that contained. And the next thing you know, here's a receiver out catching a ball 40 yards downfield. The kid can throw the ball.
Yeah, they had a nice touchdown pass to running back McCoy coming out of the backfield, going right down the middle of the field against Robinson. So Coach Newsom was great at attacking all areas of the field with different players in that offense.
So I think that's for Hough. That's going to be so the game is the North Carolina High School Football Report is predicting the game is going to go 32-14 in favor of Brown. So I'm just going to throw that out there. So Brown appears to be a favorite, and I think without even looking at that, we would say Brown's a favorite. But Hough has been kind of a surprising team.
Yeah.
They had that rather disappointing game against Butler, but Butler was at full strength then as well.
Right.
So, and we don't know how much, there's changes obviously been made. That's a big win to have knocked off Mallard Creek last week. Both teams, you control your destiny. These are the two teams left in the conference that can be undisputed conference champions.
That's right.
So once somebody loses, now you got to play that, you pray that someone's going to lose and things are going to work out for you. But right now, these two teams, you control everything that you do. Brown's going to have to play tough run defense in this ball game. They're definitely going to have to step that up a higher notch. I don't think that from a run point, this may be the toughest run team they've seen so far this year. Now, they still got Mallard Creek coming up.
Well, here's the thing: the Robinson running back ran for 120 yards last week against them, so that you can have success running the ball against Brown. And Hough's got that capability, obviously, with their running back Williams, who had a big game last week against Mallard Creek. So, Brown defense got to step up.
So good big ball game, and the Cannon's going to be firing up there a few times, we figure.
Should be a huge crowd.
Yeah, the report figures it's going to fire. That's probably about 5-6 times. So
7:30 start up there.
7:30. It's an out of
7:30.
exactly. It's not a Charlotte school start, so 7:30. There you go. Thanks, and hope you guys have a good ball game.